Well, the city of Joburg has now been on a revenue collection campaign to get people to pay up for municipal services. Some of the most sought-after business addresses in Jozi seem to be among those not coughing up. Mabine Siabe, the spokesperson for the mayor, joins us now. Mabine, good evening to you. Who are you targeting?
This is not a target in the sense that you may mean. This is a target in the sense that we are going after those delinquent ratepayers who we have pleaded with and demanded that they pay their rates and levies to the city of Johannesburg. Because we're at a point where we're sitting with a debt of 38 billion rand owed to the city of Johannesburg for services rendered. And if to put this in context, the city of Johannesburg's entire budget for the last financial year was 73 billion rand. So we started this campaign 2 weeks ago in Region F, which is the inner city and surrounds, and we're now taking this campaign to the heart of the economic hub of the country and perhaps even Africa, to Sandton.
Do you believe you're going to get a lot of money back? You owed, 50 billion rand. How much of it do you think you'll get? Some of it might well have prescribed.
Well, we're confident that we will be able to get some of this money back. For instance, we're sitting with a debt from the Gauteng provincial government of just over 800 million rand, and we've had fruitful engagements with them going forward. A committee has been formed to ensure that that money is paid. But equally, on the side of residents, we've reopened the debt rehabilitation program, which will ensure that for those residents who are unable to pay their rates and taxes to the city. And we're able to get into a program over 12 months to ensure that we're able to get these residents on the right track.
There was a posh hotel in Sandton that it seemed had its power, lights and water cut off. Can you confirm that? Did that actually happen? You know the one I'm referring to?
Excuse me, if you can repeat the question?
There was a posh hotel in Sandton, we understand, had its lights and water cut off, but we were told then that that was not true. Is it the case? Did you cut off one of the hotels there?
Yes, we cut off a Sandton hotel who owed the city 14 million rand, and that was for water as well as refuse collection.
Was it the Radisson Blue?
That's correct.
Okay. Are there lights back on, or was it still switched off?
The majority of the properties that we cut off today, if not all of them, were for water and refuse. A majority of the Sandton residents there, or at least municipal payers, are serviced directly by Eskom, so they don't get the electricity supplied by the city of Johannesburg, but rather Eskom. So henceforth, that's why we only cut off water.
Okay. If you get a lot more money in, what impact is that going to have on services?
It's going to have a huge impact on services, because ultimately, which is connected to this entire campaign, is that yesterday the city of Johannesburg, as the shareholder of its 13 municipal entities, which include Pick It Up, Johannesburg Road Agency, City Power and such, have elected some of the brightest minds in the country to run these entities. But the reality is that without the necessary revenue, it's going to hamper the level of service delivery that we have. The people of Johannesburg rightfully have complained about the level of potholes that have emerged, especially after the rains that we've had over the last couple of months. And that's a direct impact of services being hampered due to constrained resources.
So if you get all of that money back, Mabine, does that mean you're going to start fixing the potholes and the traffic lights in the city of Joburg?
We've indeed started that process of fixing potholes. This is a multidisciplinary matter, so we're running both Buyam Teto campaign as well as Arisebetsen. And just last week, the mayor as well as the MMCs for transport as well as environment and infrastructure services were in Alexander Township, where they were repairing potholes, they were cleaning public spaces and ensuring that the lights work in that community. Because the mayor has been very direct in saying that we need to get the basics right. If we don't get the basics right, we'll have a very little foundation on which to build and realize the commitments that we've made to the citizens of Johannesburg.
Mabine Siabe, thank you. Spokesperson for the Joburg Mayor, Paul Palatse.